Okay, so yesterday I went to campus to go find the real estate agent again and ask them about the property that they found for me when I came in December. So I went back to the counter in the clock tower, and apparently, the Kotani Homes representative was like, so I was supposed to go the day before, right? And then I didn't because I forgot I had a thing. So it's now the next day I'm going. And they're like, oh, it would be easier for you to just go to Kotani Homes, their building, and go talk to them directly, this and that. So I ended up leaving campus, and then I went to the Kotani Homes office. There's one right next to my house, which is crazy. So there I found the rep who had found the apartment for me back in December, not November. And so yeah, we had a visit, and it turns out the apartment he found for me back in December was gone. Is gone, no longer available. That was a shock because I was really looking forward to coming back and seeing that apartment. It was literally 98% perfect. It was, but it wasn't 100% perfect. So I'm taking this as a blessing in disguise. There were a couple things that weren't perfect about it. And if I'm going to move, I'm going to be picky. I'm not going to settle for anything that's not the way I want it to be, because then it's not worth moving. Moving is so expensive. In addition to the energy you have to put in, the funds you have to put in are astronomical. So I'm not going to move into a place that I don't feel certain is going to be worth it. So, yep, the place I was looking forward to is now gone. So unfortunate. No, we're being optimistic. This is a blessing in disguise. It's fine. So, yeah, this one that had everything I wanted and was only $85,000 a month. Only. Very expensive, but within the budget that I have. So yeah, it's gone. So, and he told me that within a few minutes of us meeting. So I was in shock, didn't know what to do. The second place he'd found for me was cool, but I wasn't really looking thinking about going forward with it because it didn't have a couple things that were integral for me. So the washer was outside, which is a no. That's one of the reasons I want to move, because my washer's already outside. So this one, it doesn't matter. So the two that we had found in December are no longer options. They're no longer part of the conversation. So I guess I can throw those away. So after that, he found me a couple more apartments. And unfortunately, neither was great. He found me this one where the monthly rent would be Jumon, so 100,000, and it didn't have all the things I wanted, so we didn't go look at that one. What was wrong with it? Something was wrong with it. It's not important. There was this one, maybe it was in the wrong location or whatever, but it's Jumon a month and it's not perfect, so I didn't go see that one. And then the second one he found me was this one. Oh, we did go see it. I lied. We totally went to go see it. I don't remember what's wrong with this. Whatever. If I remember, talk about it later. And then the second one, which was much too expensive, but more the quality I was looking for. So I went to see both of them because those are the only two he could find. And I knew I wasn't going to get either of them because they're honestly too expensive. I don't want to pay Jumon, and definitely cannot pay more than Jumon. And so this first one, the cheaper one, that's only Jumon, neither of them were in the clean state yet. So we went there, it was a little dirty, but whatever, I can get the gist of it. And I took some photos. It was okay. The size of the apartment is fine, but it's kind of an old style. So the ceilings are really low. The washitsu was beautiful, but other than that, the rest of it wasn't great. So yeah, wasn't down to do that. I think it was also So it's right next to D2, which is like definitely too far. That was like the main issue. It's too far. Right now, I'm like, according to Google Maps, a 7-minute walk from my lab. So it takes like 10 minutes. And I do not want to be any further. So this would be like a 20-minute walk. So yeah, it's far and like much too expensive. So inside wasn't great. Ceilings were short. I think the tub was like really small. The kitchen was like a little sus as well. So we're not going with that. It did have, the only upgrade it would have besides the washitsu is like it had a intercom, which is cool. There's like security at the front, so you have to put in a code to get in. Versus like right now I have a door that just has like a keypad, and like it was literally broken for a period of like 3 months at one point. Just anyone can come inside. Like any form of security is better than what I have now. So like that was cool, but like yeah, the apartment's a no-go. Definitely was not good enough. The second one, so when we visited this one, it was beautiful. Like it's absolutely stunning. It's one of those apartments that like, I guess this is what normal Japanese families live in, because like it's beautiful, it's clean, there's like security at the front, you know, you put your key in or like a code or whatever. The elevator is all nice and smooth, like everything's beautiful. Like it's funny, I didn't know such nice apartments existed in Japan, because when you come here as like a ryugakusei international student, you only stay, like we get the slums. It's crazy. Like I had no idea nice apartments existed. So this is like the caliber a normal family would live in, and it was gorgeous. So obviously the floor layout is massive, because for what I'm looking for, like the washitsu, but like good quality apartment, like they just end up being really big apartments, because the small apartments with washitsu are the really old ones that are like dilapidated from like the Showa era, and no one wants to live in those. So in order to find an apartment like of the caliber I'm looking for, it seems like often there's only these really like enormous apartments. So it was so beautiful, y'all. Like if I was rich, I would just live here. Like, but I can't pay 124,000 yen a month on my budget right now. But if I could, I would. Like, this is the level of apartment I would love to live in. The tatami was like the new style. He was saying like it's like the oshare tatami. So they're a different color than the normal. They're like a little beige. And then he was saying they don't have a fuchi. I think the word he said was fuchi, but I guess normal tatami, there's like a seam they have along the edges, and like the oshare tatami, like they don't have the seam. And so he was like, yeah, it's the new style of tatami, which I really like. I mean, any tatami is fine for me. They're all beautiful. And it had a tokonoma. I forgot the word. Tokoma. I can't remember. You know, in like a chashitsu, the little like indent in the wall where you put your hanging scroll, like there was one in the tatami room, which is like really wild. And the tatami room was separated by the yoshitsu with a, what do you call those? Shoji, but they were like oshare na shoji. Like they had this pattern I've never seen before, like, which was also great. Just the whole vibe of this apartment just like exuded elegance, pristine, high class. Like it was gorgeous. And even the doors to the yoshitsu were beautiful. Like clearly I've just never been in like a high class apartment before, so I was shook by everything, but like it was gorgeous. And this place hadn't even been cleaned yet, and like the rooms looked pristine. You could tell it wasn't cleaned in the kitchen because the sink had some like scum on it, and then the bathroom was like dirty. But other than that, the place was in beautiful condition. The kitchen is enormous. I'm never going back to a small sink, so it's important to me that the sink is small. So this one you can see in the video, it's the wide type of sink. Hard to tell it because I didn't give any perspective, but it's the wide sink. This one has like 3 gas konlo. I don't remember the word in English anymore. 3 burners, which is like top quality, and also the like stove is like built into the counter, which is also the most high quality. Like usually we like, they're portable and you take yours from your old place to the new place and you'd be moving them around and stuff. You got to clean in around it. But this one's like set into the furniture, so that would be a real high class burner, and it was really clean on the inside as well. There's so much storage like built into the kitchen. On the top there's a bunch of cabinets, and on the bottom there's a lot of cabinets and drawers. More than one drawer. This I've never seen. Once again, telling you, international students, we live in the ghetto. Like, having more than one drawer is a luxury. I've never seen that. So kitchen was top quality. Of course, the bathroom is as I want it, so the toilet is separate. It had a whole shelf built in. Built in! Like, I've never stayed in a place in my 5 years where I had a shelf that I did not need to install myself. In my current bathroom, the shelf is from Nitori, and so it's been installed by moi. But this one had like a real shelf, and the senmendai, of course, the sink is dokuritsu, so it's freestanding. That's another thing that I want, because I'm not living in the low class anymore. So that was fine. And then the like space for the washing machine obviously was inside, as I have requested. One of these places had like a really big backyard. Like, for Japanese standards, it was like a backyard. Like, it's not backyard like, you know, American style, but like usually you get literally like a tiny sliver of concrete right in the back of your house. But this one had like several feet's worth of space in the back, so it's like pretty much a backyard. I don't know if it was this nice place or if it was the like lower quality first apartment that we saw, but that was really surprising as well. So yeah, those are the two places we saw. Obviously, I'm not getting either of them. I told him I'm not going to go with them. I told him what my issues were. I liked the second one, but it's just too expensive. I also think, oh, the second one was also in a better location. It's walking distance. It's walking distance from lab, but like still too far. Like, this isn't helpful to anyone who doesn't live in Kyoto, but it's on the other side of the river on the street where my lab is. So that's like a 10-ish minute walk. Walking quickly. Like, at my pace, it could be 15 minutes. So it's further, quite a bit further, but not impossible. So that one was in a better location as well. But yes, so the search will continue. He said he's going to look for some more places for me over these next few days. So I need to send him an email so that he can contact me. But yeah, that was it for Kotani Homes. And if they find anything else, then he's going to send it to me and we can go check them out. But unfortunately, the apartment I was hoping for is no longer available. And there are not many options that fit what I'm looking for. So the search is turning out to be a lot harder than I thought, but you know, we're gonna keep going, because apparently, even though it's February, it's early. This is the period where there's supposed to be the most apartments available, but what I'm looking for just is really hyper specific, so it's proven to be difficult. Anyways, that was it for Kotani Homes. And yeah, then afterward I went to some other agencies to check out what they had. Today, so Kotani Homes, that was yesterday, which was Friday, and today's Saturday. So I will talk about the things that I experienced today in this next video. All right, see you there. Mata ne. Bye.